once you have made the sale, in any brand, in any product, what is important is whether that guy comes back to buy more, to be associated with the brand in future. How do you ensure a brand recall for those people?
So interesting question. I think, the story about the sale, the experience and overall is segment wise. So I said there are 4 segments: there's marketplace, D2C, corporate clients, and retail, right? These 4 segments, there are completely different strategies in all 4 of them. So what would you like me to pick up and start with? So I can go into detail of each if you want.
That would be great, actually. Let's pick up one by one.
So retail is largely, we focus a lot on 2 things. So in all segments, we focus on 2 things. One, getting the customer, the first customer, and second is how do you convert that into a repeat customer, right? So in retail, what we do is we make sure that the branding is on point, the product is on point, the product labeling is on point, the display is on point, all of that. And if you make that experience very wow, then the customer does not mind paying for that product. And that's what we want as a brand, right? You experience the product first, you will come back because of the quality, because there is nothing else available in the country which is as good, right? So that's in the retail front. We make sure that the labeling, what you see, the displays, physically what you see is on point. That's where you get the customer. And once you get the customer primarily comes back because of the quality. And usually people who are buying products in retail usually go back to retail to only buy it. We're trying in this to put a tech layer on our products in which we can get the information, the contact details of a customer by having QR codes and so on and so forth, so that we can push the right kind of content to them, and obviously support our retail stores by pushing them to the retail stores, because that's where they've bought. So we want to support the retail stores with offers that can be sent to their mobile phones and emails and so on and so on, that can be used on the retail front. So this is the retail side of the story. Then we have the online side of the story, which is the marketplace model and the D2C model. Here, the story is completely different. Here, we say that the story is content to commerce. So people, and largely millennials today, which are also our largest share of the market in terms of, for us, I mean, our target audience, is that they want to relate to a brand first. So they just don't want to go for the heck of buying something, right? Even if it looks good. Do you relate to it? Does the brand story relate to it? Is it eco-friendly? Or in this case, does it resonate with an aspirational product, right? So when I say content to commerce, we try to create very pertinent content in which people can align with us, or we can align with them as a brand, right? They have to come to us. We have to tell them a story that, okay, this is an aspirational product. The kind of video ads that we put out is very on point with the millennial today, right? So we generate content, we generate interest that's then pushed out on social media and so on and so forth. And that generates interest from the brand, which we call the top funnel of conversion. The middle funnel of conversion is then basically the content that we use in the middle funnel is to say about the product, how good the product is, right? If you've shown some interest and come to my website, I know that you're looking at a certain product, then I'll basically tell you a little bit more about the product. Where is the paper so strong? The notebook has an elastic closure, the ink doesn't bleed, that kind of stuff. And then once you're converted, we make sure that the product reaches you on time. So when commerce happens on our website or Amazon or wherever, we make sure that it reaches you in 2 days or earlier. Sometimes next day deliveries are there, or same day deliveries are there. If it reaches you earlier, it reaches you at a certain time. The communication in the middle, has it been dispatched, where the product is, so on and so forth. And once you reach it, that opening experience, the wow factor, of holding that product that you've ordered has to be right. And once, of course, you open it and all that, the writing experience has to be on point of what you saw on the website versus what you got. And that's our story of content to commerce. And then once you're using the product, now we have data and analytics built in to say that a particular product bought by a certain person on an average gets consumed within so and so time. And so how do you reach out to that person in a hyper granulated sort of communication, right? Don't bombard customers with anything and everything. So that's our online side of content to commerce story. Our story with the corporate customization clients has been similar. People come, they're users only, so they know the product. They come in. Our repeat customer rates there have been surprisingly high. We have a 70% repeat customer rate if a corporate buys the product. We have a 30% repeat customer rate if it's bought online. So that's the kind of numbers that we're working on. And yeah, I mean, that's been the overall kind of strategy. In terms of the pricing overall, we don't follow a transfer price or a cost plus model. We always follow an MRP discounting model. And we purposely do this because we are an aspirational brand. We're not a discounting brand overall.
That goes with creating the perception of the brand.
Exactly.